Contribution to Nigerian peace.
I want all of them look into
what comes in Nigeria when you want to take the war.
Every day to make this country a better place.
And the new Nigeria is
education is telling them it's time to change.
All colors, shades, angles, and perspectives can be overwhelming in our present world of information overload. This is introducing Ground Zero. Ground Zero is a current affairs discussion phone-in program covering topical issues in the polity. The program is a platform for an in-depth analysis of trending issues by professionals, authorities in various fields, analysts, and key actors in the polity. Ground Zero gives the listener an opportunity to contribute to the discussion by phone call, SMS, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. From the conservatively serious to the ridiculously funny, Ground Zero accommodates them all. Professionals, urban contemporaries, men and women, policymakers, public service workers, students, artisans, traders, and the in-between. Ground Zero comes up on Tuesdays from 5 to 6 p.m. and Saturdays 4 to m. Ground Zero. Program is exclusive to Invicta 98.9 FM. Tune in.
It's another lovely Tuesday evening, and you're right here tuned to Invicta 98.9 FM. It's time for the Never Dull Moment program on radio, Ground Zero. And today on Ground Zero, we shall be looking at some topical issues in the polity. And we wouldn't be wasting too much of our time because we had to start a little bit late because we have so much other corporate social responsibilities to fulfill right here on Invicta FM. Okay, today on the program, we shall be looking at the face-off between the Director General of the Diaspora Commission, Abike Dabiri, and also the Minister of Communication and Digital Economy in the person of Ibrahim Pantami over office space accommodation. We'll also be looking at the new position of the Kaduna State government in respect of Almajiri system, where the governor said that any parent that refuses to enroll their children will be jailed, or any parent who enrolls their children in Almajiri system will be jailed. And my guest on the program this evening, Eddie Ochidbo. Eddie Ochidbo is a veteran journalist and a media strategy right here in Kaduna. Eddie Ochidbo, you are welcome to Ground Zero.
Thank you very much, Ahiz, and my respectful regards to the written public and compliments of the season.
Okay. I also have with me on the program this evening Samuel Yohana. He's the Deputy Organizing Secretary of the All Progressive Congress APC Kaduna. Samuel, you are welcome to Ground Zero.
Good evening, Mr. Hiz, and good evening, listeners at home, and Barka de Salah to our Muslim brothers and sisters.
And also have joining me on the phone Musa Bala. Musa Bala, good evening and welcome to Ground Zero.
Good evening, Mr. Hiz. My Oga Eddie. I'm our guy in the studio also. Good evening.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Good evening, the listeners all over the world.
All right. Thank you so much. So, like I said on the program, we shall be looking at two key things. But meanwhile, you, the listener, can be a part of the program by going to our various social media handles, the Invicta FM Twitter handle at Invicta FM 989, and also on Instagram is Invicta FM 989. You can go to our Facebook page, Invicta FM Kaduna, where the post is up, and add your voice to the post that is up. A question, your comment, or contributions, you can do it right there on our Facebook page. You can also go to our Twitter handle, where we have the program specific Twitter handle at Ground 0989. At Ground 0989 is the Ground Zero FM is the Ground Zero program Twitter handle. The post is up there. Also add your voice to our conversation. And of course, you can reach me directly. My personal Twitter handle is ehis_peacemaker. Ehis_peacemaker. You can reach me or reach us via any of all of these handles so that we can get talking. You can, of course, listen to Invicta FM from anywhere in the world by downloading the Invicta FM app on Google Play Store, or, of course, you can listen to us on the Invicta FM website. Let's quickly look at what we'll be talking about today. Abike Dabiri and Ibrahim Pantami, they are face-off over office accommodation. The Chief Executive Officer of the Nigeria Diaspora Commission, Abike Dabiri Arewa, over the weekend publicly accused the Minister of Communication and Digital Economy, Isa Ibrahim Pantami, of ejecting her staff from the office given to them by the federal government. Reports have it that in February this year, that the police and other security operatives allegedly on the minister's order evicted the staff of NIDCOM from their office in Abuja. However, the minister, who spoke through his aides, denied knowledge of the eviction. But Abike Dabiri at the weekend accused Pantami of ordering security operatives to throw out NIDCOM staff from an office that the Nigeria Communication Commission gave to them. It's in a video that I'm sure if you look at, you will see the details of what she said there. Also reacting, the minister in a tweet yesterday described Abike Dabiri's allegation as a big fat lie. And these are just some details of the face-off. It's quite long, but because we are really pressed for time, I may not be able to read all of that, but basically those are the gist of it. Then the second item that we'll be looking at is Governor Nasir El-Rufai of Kaduna State has warned that parents who enroll their children into the Almajiri education system stand the risk of prosecution and they may spend up to 2 years in jail. El-Rufai stated this in Kaduna yesterday when he visited some 200 Almajiri children repatriated from Nasarawa State and undergoing rehabilitation at the government college, Kurmi Mashi, Kaduna. The governor also said that any Islamic cleric who enrolls any child into the Almajiri system would also be prosecuted and jailed, as well as fined 100 or 200,000 per child. He said that all the Almajiri pupils repatriated from other states of the country were indigents of Kaduna State, and that the government would give them all the opportunity they deserve to grow and develop. That's also a summary of of the second item. So without wasting more time, let's just go straight into our discussion. I'll start first from Samuel Johanna. The first item that we have, the face-off between the Abike Dabiri and Ibrahim Pantami over office space. What's happening? Two strong members of the same administration, the same government, working for the same person, having this kind of face-off. What's your take on it, and how necessary is this face-off?
Yeah, thank you for having me. In the first place, this thing happened in February, according to what you just read now.
Yeah.
But why are we just hearing about it in May, towards the end of May? That's aside. Abike Dabiri Arewa, Honorable Abike Dabiri Arewa, has a history. Because something like this happened, I think, in 2017 between she and the Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs, Geoffrey Oyema. And, I mean, the way she kept ranting at that time, and the same thing is playing out now. Well, I'm not holding brief for Minister Pantami because I'm not staff of Federal Minister of ICT or what is it called now. In the first place, this thing ought not to have come out to the public domain. These are things that could be resolved amicably. I, for one, wouldn't want a situation whereby the minister will join issues with Madam Diaspora, because that's what I call her, Madam Diaspora.
Yeah.
And, the earlier the better, the government looks into it before it becomes a scandal. Because that's what is trending now, the issue between Abike Dabiri and Pantami. All these are employees of federal government, and the issue can be managed. If it warrants relocating the Diaspora Commission to Minister of Foreign Affairs, I think that would be better for them.
But you know, from the press release from the minister, they claim that anything like that didn't happen, and even the office space is still available for them, that at that point in time, because the president wanted to come and do some inauguration or so, that was why they had to do that. Well, since
this office we're talking, is he in National Communications Commission or somewhere?
National Communications Commission.
That's around Maitamani and Icon Hill.
Yes.
Even if the president is coming to do some inauguration, why do you move them out? Is the president going to use their office? I don't think so.
Well,
so there is something that me and you are not privileged to hear or to know.
Okay.
So there's something. I think there's more to it.
All right.
Yes.
I'll come to Eddie Ochibo. What's your take on this?
Thank you very much, Ahis. And my take would be that there's a kind of distinguishing feature between, what you are yearning for. Are you yearning to serve yourself or the public? Those things have always been, neglected when we are trying to analyze what's affecting our country. Why the outcry from any one of them, be it Abike Dabiri or Pantami, all these things, if it's about service. If it's about service. Well, and you are from the same administration.
Yeah.
And, it makes no sense to me for them, whether it was done, according to Joanna, whether it was March, even if it is years back, it was terribly, very, very, very untenable and illogical for powerful members of the cabinet. They occupy very, very powerful. The Diaspora Commission, this is a big thing that is just celebrating its first anniversary. And then here with Pantami coming from the Institute of some Technology, where he was appointed from about computer NIDA. And then now he's trying to initiate some reforms and the rest of them. Those reforms should not be targeted at any other person. So I don't know who to believe. I don't know who is deceiving who, but it is not, comfortable, for the administration, for, very, very top members of the societies to begin to throw banters at themselves.
Right.
It's totally unacceptable.
Okay, Musa Bala would like to have your angle to this.
Okay. Let me quickly start by saying that conflict is not only between this government or members of this government. Conflict by its nature is inevitable. We have seen brothers having conflict. We have seen even biological father and his son having conflict. The most important thing is what is the reason for the conflict and how do we go about resolving it. If you look at the kind of society we have, a lot of government structures do rent places for their offices. As I'm talking to you now, even federal Inland Revenue Services are renting accommodation all over the country. Not to talk of Nigeria Diaspora Commission that was recently launched just a few years ago. Yeah. So I don't think they have enough office, or they don't even have a single office, but rather they are renting. For them to be renting, definitely they have to pay. It is in Nigeria that we are seeing state governments sealing universities that belong to the government still for not paying tax. That's conflict. It has happened.
Yeah.
You will see government agency looking up. Okay, for example now, you will see government federal secretary in Abuja. Power company can come and cut off the license simply because they refuse to pay. And they all belong to government. So it's a kind of a democratic free society whereby everybody needs to play the game according to the rule of the game.
Okay.
And if you are unable to play it, the red card will be shown to you. So what happened between Fantami and Abike Dabiri is just a matter of misunderstanding. She is out there to rent some apartment from his commission. And she's not abiding by the rule of the game, either paying or how do her staff go about doing one or two things. It's a matter of misunderstanding. And you can eject her just the way NEPA can come to National Commission, Communication Commission to cut off their lights if they refuse to pay.
Yeah.
So it's a sort of independency of each and every organization that everybody is trying to show up his own strength.
Yeah.
So that is the beauty of democracy, and the president allows each and every organization, ministry, parastatal to do it the way it's supposed to be done. So it has to go. It's a symbiotic relationship whereby you give me your own, I give you my own. So there's nothing new about it.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Okay. Let's quickly take some messages, and we'll be right back on the program Ground Zero right here on Invicta 98.9 FM. All right, welcome back from that commercial timeout. It's still Ground Zero right here on Invicta 98.9 FM. Before we took that break, we are looking at the face of between Abike Dabiri and Ibrahim Pantami, the Minister of Communication and Digital Economy. All right, the next item we'll be looking at now is coming home to Kaduna State, where the governor has pronounced that any parent who enrolls their children into Almajiri system will be jailed. And any malam that accepts any Almajiri child or any Almajiri child found in his school will also be jailed and fined between 100 or 200,000 naira. Let's come straight to our respondent, starting from Musa Bala. What's your take on this?
Yes. Let me start by expressing my gratitude and my thanks to Northern State Governor under the leadership of Kaduna State Governor for this bold step. It has been on the drawing board for a very long period of time. Let me quickly use this opportunity to clarify the meaning of Almajiri system of education. Let's say 40, 60 years back, there's this system of acquiring Quranic education. That is when the country or the world was more peaceful, more tolerant, and more acceptable to one another. Mr. Hughes, you can remember in Africa and Nigeria, almost every tribe were very accommodating to even people that we don't know. Yeah. Sometimes you will see us who were very happy to receive visitors. Only God knows where that visitor comes from. We offer him an accommodation and food to eat, and probably even some assistance to continue his journey the following day. Yeah. So the method of acquiring Quranic education then was to send young children to go out of their parents' home with their Islamic scholar to be in another town with the sole aim of nothing but everyday reciting Holy Quran and learning other principles of Islam. And in return, whenever they want to eat, people in that village or that town will willingly even take food to them, or they will go to door by door to collect that food and eat. And later they become well learned and they go back annually. And at the end of the day, when they must have done, they become better people in the society. Yeah. But as time goes on, things have changed. That system has been overtaken by an event. It is very difficult for us now to trust. And at the same time, the abuse of the system by the malams and other things, even they themselves, the children, are no longer acquiring that education again. Most of the people that used to carry them to different towns, it started exposing them to hard labor so that they earn money and bring back. So it has even reached a point whereby they don't even make use 50% of the time they're supposed to learn and learn. You will see them on the street begging, and most of them end up being hit by car, or they become so miserable in the sense that most of them end up being more difficult people or more dangerous people than they're supposed to be good people. So stakeholders now started saying that, look, this system is no longer tenable. It is not going to be possible. Let us now change the system by establishing schools where we live. We send our children to go and read and come back home. But to our greatest surprise, some people are now resisting that situation. They will go to villages and still bring in people. So because of the material gain they are making, it was very unfortunate when I heard the other time, some elites are even against it. And when you look at these elites that are against the abolishment of this Almajiri system, their children and their grandchildren are not doing the same thing. That is why I said I will believe them if I see their real children and their grandchildren, because most of them are grandfathers.
Yeah.
Let me see their grandchildren doing the real system, then I will believe them. But so long they are not doing, Islamically, you can only be a true believer if you love for others what you love for yourself. So if they don't put their children and their grandchildren, it means it is not good. So this time around, due to COVID-19, a very unique opportunity that was given to the governors, they quickly chipped in and started mobilizing on how to return. It has grown beyond anybody's imagination. The numbers keep increasing every day, every day. So at the end of it, they've agreed, they resolve, nobody will ever stop them. They have to put an end to it now. It's on child abuse. I tag it as Save the Children initiative by the governors, saving these children. The move was very good. After they have dispatched them, now, even you remember the governor of Kaduna State made a statement last 2 weeks that anybody who tried to stop them, he will be resisted and be dealt with accordingly. And there is a lot of allegations that some people are even using them to collect assistance or grant from Islamic organizations in other Islamic countries or even individual. And this grant is not reaching them. Every day you see them, they are in a miserable condition. They are threat not only to themselves, but to the society. So now for them, when they have now done it, it is not going to be a blink of an eye. We will still be seeing them here and there, maybe in the suburb. But definitely with the move and with the zeal the government, the northern state governors have put, led by the Kaduna State governor, I think they will do it. And now another fine is, if anybody is found establishing that kind of type of school, I want to make this categorically clear. Nobody is stopping our children from learning Islamic education. But for you to carry children under 8 children, 3, 4, 5, 6, highest, most of them are between the age of 10 and 5 or 4. You carry them specifically to another town in the name of Almajiri. You abandon them. They end up working in farms. They end up fetching firewood for you, or they end up becoming your own factory so that you'll be getting money. That is inhuman and totally unacceptable. Let for me, even the what do you call it, the punishment is too lenient. How can you be charging that kind of a person 100,000 or 2 years imprisonment? It has to be tougher than that, because we really have to stop it. We need to be encouraged to establish schools within our domain so that we teach them to come back home, we take care of them. I agree with the governor, and I will even call him to do more, and the group of governors in the northern Nigeria to do more.
All right, thank you so much. I'll come to Eddie Ochigbo now. This move by the government, like Musa Bala said, is laudable. First, is it laudable?
Fantastically laudable.
Say again.
Fantastically laudable.
Okay. Now, what strategy do you think should be used to achieve this?
Thank you very much, Ahis, for that fantastic question. First and foremost, my brother Musa Bala has been able to outline everything that should be known concerning this step that has been taken. And the good thing about it is that this step may not have been taken were it not for the COVID-19 crisis. You know, it has been there lingering, and the 19 other states, they didn't know how to address it. But with the sudden crisis that came and ravaging the entire world, I think they have been able to positively capitalize on this situation. The issue of, as my brother Musa Bala put it, disregarding what happened in the past when things were good.
Yeah.
But now that you are coming here, the issue of how you compel the children, minors, to kind of servitude, where you now use them, to line your pockets and address your inadequacies. It's man's inhumanity to man, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
Because the imams or whoever the children serve, they owe it even a duty to ensure that these children are not compelled to such inhuman nature of going, instead of teaching them the Quranic recitation properly, you send them on the streets with plates and begging and all this, and things have changed. The picture that Musa Balapete was about 50, 60. We grew up here in Kaduna, and I witnessed it when even not only Islamic homes. Once they are married, people will go and help them because they know that they were actually studying the Quran to become somebody. But today they enslave them. So I look at that as man's inhumanity to man. But if we must achieve it properly or make it work successfully, I think that we have to have a holistic view of it. Because our major problem usually is the issue of data. Let's actually get the number of people, of the little children, or people who are regarded as the Almajiri and all these things. Not adults who hide under or all kinds of things, who even come and wreak havoc on the people. The Almajiris, we should be properly holistic. Look at the people, because people are now hiding under them and doing things.
Yeah.
Take good data of it, engage them as the executive governor of Kaduna have said properly, and make primary and secondary education compulsory. We will be better off.
Yeah.
There will be no danger, futuristically.
Mm-hmm. I'll come to Samuel Yohana now, and I'm taking your own angle from the political side.
Yes.
The political willpower to have this done, starting from now our chief executive in the state has made a pronouncement, but we know that he's not the sole person that will do all of it, right from the governor. It needs to cascade down even to the councillor.
Yes.
Is there the political will on the part of the political class to have this done?
It is there now. In the past, successful government have tried this, but it didn't work because the political will is not there. It was a lip service. They say it, and by the time they leave there, they just say, leave them alone, please. So we have other issues to attend to. But for the northern governors to come out and take a stand, I think they've concluded everything. And let me tell you something, Mr. Hayes. When you hear World Health Organization, United Nations, UNICEF saying that there are over 10 million children out of school in Nigeria and about 9 million are in the north, these are the boys they're talking about.
Yeah.
You see, in the holy books, it is stated there that acquire Western education and religious education so that you can fit in the modern trend of life. It is there in the Quran. Kaje ka samu ilimin zamani ka samu na addini. Na addini means the religion. Na zamani means Western education. It's there in the Quran. And we have it in the Bible. But you see, sentiment has set in, hypocrisy has set in. You can't give what you don't have. How can you give birth to a child and you take it to someone to bring it up for you? How? Already that child has lost his parental care.
Yeah.
And that is why you have social vices here and there. I schooled in former Borno, and the heart of the Quranic education, Bama, I saw these boys. You see, let me tell you something. A mistake was done long ago. It's being corrected now. And I tell you, like you said, it needs to cascade down. And as a political party member, I will follow it up from my ward to the local government. Where I see them deviating, I'm telling you, I'll call the governor's attention. So, because they're helping the parents and they're helping the society. There was a case in Sokoto where one of the Islamic clerics
was using these boys for homosexuality and was also giving them out to some homosexual on commercial basis. So what kind of heartless and cruel attitude is this? So thank God this one has come at a better time than this.
Yeah.
Yes. And we pray they maintain the tempo, the northern governors, and see to the end of it.
All right. 081400989, 07087800989 are the numbers to dial. And let's talk about these very, very serious issues. Let's find out who our first caller is this morning. Hello, good morning.
This evening.
Good evening, Dave.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, Mr.
Yes, you're welcome to Ground Zero. What's your name and where you calling us from?
Engineer Emmanuel.
All right, Engineer Emmanuel, let's have your take.
Okay, I think they should just set their difference. I don't see any reason for them having misunderstanding. I don't want, you see, this administration, a lot of how to carry the minds of people away. One episode or the other. That is not what we are after now. What we are after is COVID-19 and how to move this country forward in the sense that people should get their daily bread the way it ought to be. Because in all indications, you see this year, COVID-19 wants to carry this year on. So let them just put aside whatever may be their difference. They should put it aside and give the country the dividends of democracy they promise the citizens. That is on that. Then concerning this issue of Almajiri, yes, I think it's a welcome one. This is the first thing that the governor has done that I'm happy about it. But you see, it's unfortunate. These are the same people they used in winning election. Is it not what Jonathan was doing when he built the Almajiri schools and they went and abandoned it? Because I am not in support. Why will you give birth to a child and you took your child that you carried for your womb for 9 months and take it to another person to train for you? It's not acceptable.
Okay.
I think what they will do, as example, let them find the parents of these children, find them, and let them face the full wrath of the law.
All right.
Because people have been using these children, using them against their wish.
Yeah, that's exactly what the government is going to do.
Let them bring those people that send them out and those that have been using them for one issue or the other, bring them to book.
All right. All right. Thank you so much, Engineer Emmanuel. Hello.
Good evening, my Oga.
Good evening, my Ogatu.
Good evening to your guest.
Good evening.
Thank you.
What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Mr. Mutesobun is on the line.
All right, let's have you.
Yes. Mr. Youth, we need to tell ourselves the truth and nothing but the truth. You know, I normally feel sentimental because it's always affecting me one way or the other. These Almajiri we are talking about, they are giving birth from one man, one woman. But it's very unfortunate. Let's say the truth. An Igbo man, if your family is not capable of 10 years, you can send him from Imo State to go and learn trade. You send him to go and learn trade. And one day, that boy or that girl, let's say that boy will finally become the breadwinner of that family by his grace of God. But today, sending this ones now, without even telling them, are you learning mechanics, are you learning trade, or are you learning positions or whatever? He said they want to go and learn education. Let me tell you, Jonathan did one standard school in Almajiri, in one of the states in the north. But today, is that school functioning? So who are we to blame? Are we blaming Jonathan, who built the school? Or are we blaming the state governor, who died at that time? Those people who abandoned the schools. In that state, they have an emir. Why they are not encouraging those schools to be functioning? My former governor, Rochas Okrota, built exactly the same type of school for so many states in the north. They didn't build anyone in Imo. So they will say, Imo is functioning. They didn't equip the one in the north. But because some people have the destiny that they don't want somebody's family to grow up. It is very unfortunate because those family accepted it. But let us tell ourselves the truth. The Northerners need to open their eyes very open.
All right.
After you use the person, you dump him. Now they have used them and dump. Tomorrow they will still look for them again to use. Let us learn. At least the common family or common man in Nigeria is supposed to have an eye opener by now that the politicians are not good for us. That's a blanket
statement which you do not have a right to make. All right, 081400989 is the number. Hello. Okay. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. We seem to be... Let's find out if this... Hello, good evening. Welcome to the program.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening. Welcome to Ground Zero.
So, I'm very happy with what the governors are doing.
Yes, but please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
My name is Elizabeth.
Okay,
I'm calling from Todo Ilo.
All right, let's have your take.
So it's a very good idea. If they should speak to their work, because these children, they have parents and they have rights. Remember what the human rights says, that they should be educated. I don't know why the children should leave their parents to come in the name that they want to learn something. In fact, there are women who are looking for fruit of the womb without any child, even begging God, give me a deformed one. It's just like what of my lecturer said in ADU one day, that when he was working with his wife, the one happened to meet one of his friends. The friend now say, how many children do you have? He said, I have 2 passes. I have 2 credits. So when the friend left, he now asked the wife, who is credit and who is pass? He said the boss are the credit and the girls are the passes. Because they're supposed to be governor's wife who will bring money to the parents. So you see in the north here, they don't have regard for boys. It is not good. It is not good again. See me here for 25 years looking for a child. Whenever I see these almajiris, I feel very pity for them. There was one I came in contact in the market. The boy was just crying. As a way of faith, trying to help him, I asked him to help me carry my load. On the way, I said, what happened? Just a child of 8 years. He said, well, Satamuni Fudina. I said, you mean you sleep at Batindogo? He said, yes. I have to take him somewhere and put him in sleepers. And he has no hope. So, I will be very glad if the governors of the northern states can stick to their words. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, let's take our last call this evening, and that would be it for the program today. Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Hello, good evening. You are welcome to Ground Zero.
Hello?
Hello, you are welcome to the program.
Okay. This is Mr. Samuel calling from Janrua.
All right, Samuel from Janrua. Let's quickly have your take in 1 minute.
I want to talk about this almajiri system.
All right, go on.
Oh, well, if the northern governors can implement it, definitely the society will be more peaceful. Because if you look at these children, even there are so many talents that are embedded in them. There are so many engineers, doctors, architects, and even pilots that you can find from them if they are educated. They are properly educated anyway. You see, but this system of almajiri, it has really been a menace on the society right from a very long time. So if the government can go ahead and implement this thing even to the latter, everybody will enjoy it. The children will enjoy it. The parents will enjoy it. So that system should be completely abolished. Then concerning this issue of Abike Erewa and this thing, they belong to the same party. The party should be able to intervene and resolve whatever is the matter between them.
Okay.
Because it will not portray the society, I mean, in a good way. If two people, two important personalities in the same party.
All right. All right.
So they resolve it. If they cannot do it on their own, then the party can do that affair.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
let's take this other call. Hello.
Hello, good day, sir. My name is Danjuman. I'm calling from Burna.
All right, Danjuman, let's have your take.
The person you're calling is on another call. Please hold or try again later.
Oh.
The person you're calling is on another call. Please hold or try again later.
Yes, let's...
I believe that the commission was established by an act. The act says that it is supposed to own property. It has the right to perhaps do procurement and what have you. Now, in the case that this is happening, I will want to ask again if it is not. I want to draw our attention again that this could also be symptomatic of the processes that there are. You know, even when people are appointed to do their work, the kind of difficulty they face in undertaking their task. It is more of a case of, despite the fact that you are appointed to a commission, but you are not so equipped and enabled to access funding that will help you dispense the work that you are supposed to do. I believe that this face-off is unnecessary. If a commission is set up and there is a budget line for that commission, budget line items for that commission, and then this budget is supposed to be backed with cash, this commission like this that is supposed to offer service for Nigerians across the world will be able to dispense such responsibility. We're not even talking about the trivial issue of an office space. I mean, the issue of an office space is not even an issue that we should be talking about. It will be the issue of even the service delivery that this commission is even meant to deliver in the first place. So the real issue there is that if there is symptoms perhaps that these political appointees who are heading very vital institutions of government are unable to access that which will enable them to do their mandate, then of course we'll have this kind of crisis emanating here and there. And the whole thing is that at the end of it all is that it is Nigerian citizenry that is being underserved.
Yeah, we may have to leave you there because we are actually out of time. Quickly, in 30 seconds, I'll come to Samuel Yohana. In 30 seconds, what will be your parting shots?
Yes, let me correct some of the distance. It's not a political party affair, it's an executive affair. So I think the executive should be able to sort that one out. Then for the Almajiri distance, like I said, the northern governor should sustain the tempo and see to the end of this menace.
All right, I'll come to Eddie Ochigbo in 30 seconds.
Thank you very much. The step taken to curtail or eradicate the Almajiri system is fantastic. But according to my great Professor Larotimi of the Gods Are Not to Blame fame, he said not to do something is to be crippled fast. And if they are able to engage these Almajiri people properly with political will, I know that a great dawn is here.
All right, Musa Bala, what will be your parting shots?
Yes, let me quickly make this abundantly clear. You see, the population or the people that engage their children in Almajiri in the north, they are not even up to 5% of our population. So people should stop politicizing the issue of Almajiris. Nobody use Almajiri for any political issues. These Almajiri are children. They don't even, if you ask some of them now, where is their hometown? They don't know.
Okay.
We keep politicizing this. Even the southern governors were making.
Musabala, we may have to go because we are totally out of time. We are totally out of time. Thank you so much, Musabala. All right, that's about the size of the program Ground Zero today on Invicta 98.9 FM. I say, Idigaios Paul, you are saying good day and thanking everybody and saying that you are pleased with the issue of jailing those that enroll their children. Tajuddin Nasir is also saying that the face-off between Abike Dabiri and Pantami is not a welcome development, and you also want the Almajiri system abolished, and you are supporting what the governor is doing. And to Chidi Exam Aboko, you are greeting us and also saying that you are totally in support of the governor jailing those involved in sending their children to the Almajiri schools. I am Ahis Admo, calling the peacemaker with a passion for crowd satisfaction. Until next week, when we'll be on Saturday. I'm saying this until Saturday when I'll be on again for another package of the program Ground Zero. I'll tell you, keep the dial locked on Invicta 98.9 FM and let's keep the conversation going right there at the Ground Zero social media handles. Until then, I'll say plant a tree today, nurture it and watch it grow. May the good mighty Lord bless and keep us all.
Barka da zuwa Zenith Bank. Danna star 966*0# ka bi umarni don bude asusun ajiyar Zenith Bank ba tare da kokobo ba. Ka samu duk bayanai akan sabon asusun ajiyarka. Daga nan za ka iya fara ajiya da kuma fara more ingantacciyar tsarin kula da kwastama domin ƙara samun bayanai game da hajoji da tsare-tsarenmu. Kawai a ziyarci shafinmu ta zenithbank.com ko shafukan sadarwarmu. Zenith Bank. domin amfanin kanka. Barka da zuwa Zenith Bank. Danna star 966*0# ka bi umarni don buɗe asusun ajiyar.
Mama, for school today, Bello won't share my egg with me.
You give am?
I tell him now only if he beat me for it. Now I go give am. So as we start, he called the shout, Musa, wait for me. I beg, wait for me. I run around the school and I still meet am for road. But I still share my egg with am.
Correct. Now the egg where they put for your food, they make you the day kakaraka and they make you sharp and bright.
Now Kaduna State government support this message as part of healthy diet.
Don't cough in our faces, please. Cough into your bent elbow. You didn't even wash your hands with soap before eating. You're supposed to wash your hands for at least 20 seconds with soap under running water so as to avoid contracting coronavirus. Or you could simply use a hand sanitizer if soap is not immediately available. I should just go and sit at another table. You people should just leave me alone. Don't take offense. We all should actually shift a little away from each other so as to prevent the spread of coronavirus.
You have to take responsibility to prevent the spread of coronavirus. Avoid areas where there are lots of people. Ensure to keep a physical distance of at least 2 meters from other people. Wash your hands with soap and running water regularly and do not touch your face, eyes and mouth